Hey y'all. So, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to start this. So, I just want to speak to people who have grown up with a narcissistic, emotionally unavailable mother. Right? It is. I know that having a narcissistic parent of any kind, mother or father, can be so damaging, so devastating. But it is nothing like having a narcissistic, emotionally unavailable mother. A mother who constantly attacks your character, constantly attacks you in general, everything you do from the beginning of since you can remember, right? As a little child, nothing you ever did was good enough, right? Nothing you ever did was right. And the more and more that you do, the worse and worse that it gets. Do not allow guilt to keep you in these relationships. Do not allow guilt to make you keep forgiving and keep being the punching bag. You were not meant to be anybody's emotional punching bag. Do not believe these people when they tell you that you wrong. Do not believe these people when they tell you that you are doing something to hurt them, when you know that you have been constantly beat down and hurt by this person over and over. Walking into this world as a person with a narcissistic mother, it is so hard to let anybody in your world, because if your own mother cannot love you and appreciate you, how can you trust anybody else to love you and appreciate you? I am struggling to do this video, y'all, but I am doing this video because my narcissistic mother got on my YouTube channel last night, leaving comments saying how I'm not giving people grace and attacking my spiritual journey because I, quote unquote, keep her grandchildren away. The same grandchildren that she would not keep unless I paid her. The same grandchildren who, when my son was born, she didn't even come in the room to see my son. The same grandchildren that when I was 6 months pregnant with my son, she tried to fight me. The same grandchildren that for years she would not come around and her excuse was she did not like their dad. For years she would not do anything for them or keep them. My children were 7 and 5 the first time my mother bought them something for Christmas. But now she get on my YouTube channel, and this is important to me. This is something I really love. So for her to get on here and leave nasty comments is very upsetting. I have done everything that I could to mend that relationship over and over. She has lied on me. She has manipulated the family against me. She has talked down on me. She has left me hanging out to dry, hoping that I would fall, and when I did not fall, come back around just so she could try to use me again. Do not allow this type of treatment in your life just because this person is your parent. I want you to understand that it is not an easy thing. And if you're on a spiritual journey, or if you are Christian, people will tell you to honor thy mother and thy father. But people do not recognize in the Bible that the Bible tells us that a parent should not lead their child to anger. Parents do not get a pass just because they are your parent to continue to hurt you and beat you down over and over and over. That is not fair to you. God do not want that for you. And you are not doing anything wrong by walking away from these relationships. No, they may not have the capability of loving you and appreciating you and accepting you for who you are, but somebody, other people will do that. It is hard for you to allow them in. It's hard for you to trust them, but when I tell you, it is people out here who will love you. They will love you and appreciate you just the way you are. You do not, blood make you family, but it do not make. Okay, I'm trying to get myself together so I can make it through this video. I was saying that blood make you kin, loyalty and love make you family. Everybody that share the same blood with you do not love you and do not give you loyalty. Some of those wounds are so hurtful, right? Especially a mother. I think about how, as a mother now, right? I have forgiven my mother. I am not upset with her, but I will not allow her to continue to manipulate and hurt me and use me for the rest of my life. I will not. I have given her grace. I am 32 years old. You done had a lot of grace. It's been only a few months since I cut her off completely. But I will stand on that because I do know how damaging that is. And I also know how hard it is in this world. I've been through a lot of hurt and pain, but I look at my daughter every day and I would never hurt my daughter the way my mother has hurt me. I couldn't imagine treating my daughter the way that my mother has treated me. And I do know that the enemy uses the people that are closest to us. But a lot of times, I still struggle right here because I love my mama and I wish she would be better. But at some point, I have to choose me. I have to be whole for my own family, for my own kids, so that I can be emotionally available in my own life, right? So that I can have a conversation about this and not cry. So I can move on from this and understand that the love that I did not get from her, and it does not make me less worthy, right? And that's why I'm here sharing this with you. The Bible tells us that if your mother and father forsake you, God will take you. There is always a parent for you, right? There's always a person who is arms open, right? You have to take refuge in God. Learn that your strength comes from God. You cannot depend on man to give you what only God can give you. You have to love yourself enough to choose God and choose you and keep walking. I am praying for anybody who connects with this video because it is never ending pain when you grow up with a narcissistic, emotionally unavailable mother. It is very hurtful. It is very lonely. And it is personal. Even though people say it's not, it is personal. Because I've watched her treat other people better than she treat me. I was closing on my first house. I was going to look at my house and she told me she could not go with me because she had met this girl a couple weeks ago and she was getting married and she was going to support her at her wedding. This girl ain't no kin to you. I'm your only daughter, right? So I have watched her. When I was in college, I worked a job. I went in the Navy because nobody could help me. When my brothers were in college, they didn't have to work. They got money sent to them. And no, I am not jealous. I am not hurt by that. All that did was show me that she is capable of treating people better than she treats me. So I know that you do it to me because I allow you to do it to me. And then I continue to take the behavior and make excuses for the behavior, which is why I had to cut off the relationship completely for my own mental health. I would not address any of her comments going further on this channel if she continues to do so. But I am going to share exactly how I feel and what I have dealt with for all these 32 years of my life. And these last few months of my life have been the most peaceful. And I'm going to continue to walk in my peace. And I hope that any of this negativity that she continues to put out does not deter you guys from following and supporting the channel. Does not make you doubt my relationship with Christ. But if it does, I understand that as well. I still love you all with the love of Christ, and I thank you all for all the support. Y'all, subscribe to the channel. I love y'all. Y'all have a good one.